The UK is inching towards a youth mobility agreement with the European Union, a development that has ignited a new wave of political debate. With a major UK-EU summit approaching, quiet negotiations around a youth visa scheme are drawing attention and controversy. Supporters see it as a pragmatic step to reconnect young people across borders, while critics warn it risks undermining the very principles of Brexit. Labour's shift on youth visas. After previously rejecting the idea, the Labour Party appears to be softening its stance on a youth visa agreement with the EU. Growing internal pressure is playing a key role. More than 60 Labour MPs are backing a time-limited deal for those under 30. Robertson aimed at expanding opportunities for work, study, and volunteering. Though still unofficial, the shift marks a significant moment in Labour's post-Brexit positioning, the EU's proposal, framed as youth experience. The EU is proposing a generous scheme, up to 4-year visas for young adults to live, work, study, or volunteer in member states. There would be no quotas, and participants would be exempt from NHS surcharges. However, to avoid sparking migration-related backlash in the UK, the EU is carefully framing the deal as a youth experience program, rather than a migration initiative, an attempt to diffuse political sensitivities on both sides. Resistance from the Home Office and political right. Not everyone is on board. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper reportedly favors limiting the visas to 1 year, hoping to avoid a spike in net migration figures. Others, including Business Secretary Kemi Badenoch and Brexit campaigner Nigel Farage, have voiced strong opposition. They argue the plan could be exploited and may roll back key aspects of the Brexit vote, particularly the desire for tighter border control. Brexit legacy at stake. The debate taps directly into the unresolved tensions surrounding Brexit. For critics, any agreement resembling pre-Brexit freedom of movement feels like backsliding. For advocates, it's a necessary adaptation to support young people and strengthen diplomatic ties with Europe. With general elections on the horizon, Labour's willingness to consider such a deal could either appeal to younger pro-European voters or risk alienating Brexit supporters. A crossroads for post-Brexit Britain. As negotiations advance quietly behind closed doors, the UK stands at a critical juncture. The proposed youth visa scheme could be seen as a forward-looking initiative that rebuilds links with the EU, or as a political misstep that reopens old wounds. Whether this is a cultural exchange or a veiled return to free movement remains a matter of fierce debate. The outcome of the upcoming summit could shape not just UK-EU relations, but the broader narrative of what Brexit was meant to achieve, and where Britain goes from here.